Here we are, standing tall once again, underestimated and overlooked. But isn't that exactly where we thrive? Today on Locked On A's.
You are Locked On A's, your daily podcast on the Athletics, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Welcome to Locked On A's, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day. I am your host, Booney. One name, all passion. Thank you for making Locked On A's your first listen of the day. I'm from the Bay Area, and I've been a diehard A's fan since '81. This isn't just another A's podcast. This is the most informative and insightful show on the A's, period. We cover the A's every single day, breaking down the games, delivering the latest team news, and giving you deep, thoughtful analysis you will not find anywhere else. If it's happening in Sacramento or in Las Vegas, we got you covered. We are free and available wherever you get your podcast, including YouTube. And please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button wherever you are following the show. Today's episode is brought to you in part by FanDuel. Right now, new customers can get $200 in bonus bets when your first $5 bet wins. Since 2022, the Raider Dad Initiative program has helped 384 disadvantaged children experience the excitement of Raider games at Allegiant Stadium. Well, Raider Dad is now taking that same initiative to the A's in Sacramento and in Las Vegas in 2028. We're going to cover that a little bit later. The A's are coming. Opening day in Seattle. And the A's are looking to spoil Seattle's opening day party. That's in about 10, 15 minutes. First, being an A's fan is not just as fans of a baseball team, but as part of something much, much bigger, something deeper, something that no payroll, no stadium, no headline can ever take away from us. We stand here as A's fans, and let me tell you, there's nothing else like it in the world. Being an A's fan isn't for the faint of heart. It's not for those who want the easy road or the shiny, picture-perfect story. No. Being an A's fan is about grit. It's about heart. It's about waking up every day with that chip on your shoulder and saying, I'm still here. When I was growing up in the peninsula, I had a choice. I could have gone with the crowd and put on the black and orange and called it a day, but no. I wanted something different. I wanted something real. And that's what I found in the Oakland A's. I found Billy Martin's fire and Ricky Henderson's swagger. I found a team that didn't care about being flashy. They cared about fighting. They cared about winning their way. And yes, there were heartbreaks. Ricky left for New York, and it felt like a punch to the gut. Billy Martin's heart belonged to another team, and that stung too. But you know what? That's part of being an A's fan. We've always been the underdog, the overlooked, the underestimated. I began to learn that the A's were really nobody's top choice. Then new ownership and losing 6 straight losing seasons until we got something going in 99. And then it clicked in 2000. And we went to the playoffs 4 straight years, 5 of 7, and 8 straight winning seasons. And yeah, the playoff losses, they hurt like hell. The media refers to this time as Moneyball. And I will never buy into that. And here's the reason why. 3 top 10 picks in the draft. Chavo, number 10 in 96. Mulder, number 2 in 98. And Zito, number 9 in 99. Oh, and that closer we had that we traded for, yeah, Billy Koch, he was the number 4 pick in 96. Did I forget to mention a player who was the SEC Player of the Year out of Auburn that slipped to the 6th round by the name of Hudson? And I haven't even mentioned Miguel Tejada, who we signed internationally. Oh, he won the MVP. This was not a Moneyball concept. This was a team that was just flat out good, flat out talented, flat out better. Even when the A's won, they wanted to put the reasoning on science and or math. When I think back to the city of Oakland, yes, the fan base was passionate, no question. But the A's were always a distant third to the Raiders and the Warriors. Always the stepchild. When they put up Mount Davis in the years to follow, the team lost and attendance dropped. Political corruption was just shining in its light. And all of a sudden, a team that I love became so darn political. And baseball was no longer a priority. Well, at that time, for me, it became about the A's and a lot less about Oakland. And being an A's fan, it's just not about the game. It's about grit. It's about heart. It's about identity. The A's have never been about flashy lights or big money contracts. We've never been about chasing the most expensive free agent or making headlines with billion-dollar deals. No, our story is different. Our story is better. Let me remind you of something. Since 2000, we have made it to the postseason 11 times. 11 times. That's more than most teams in baseball. And like I said, we didn't do it with billion-dollar payrolls or marquee free agents. We did it with heart. We did it with determination. We did it with players who had been written off by everyone else. Players others have given up on. Others who have dusted them off, only to watch them shine like diamonds. We've built our success not on egos, but on effort. Not on superstars, but on synergy. The name on the front of the jersey has always meant more than the name on the back. That is who we are. That is what we stand for. When people look at the A's, they see resilience. They see a team that doesn't just represent the A's fans, but embodies its spirit. We are tough, we are proud, and no team has ever reflected that better than the green and gold. You see, what happens is when you have a common group of people that feel that they have been slighted, given up on, and thrown to the curb, they get a chip on their shoulder. And when given an opportunity, special things will happen. We did it by proving that heart and determination can beat payroll and prestige any day of the week. But let's be real. It hasn't always been easy. We've seen players we love leave for greener pastures, or should I say greener paychecks. We've watched decisions that made us question everything. And here we are again, the butt of a joke for every MLB franchise, every MLB fan base, media, and even our own local media, mocked, made fun of, like we don't count. Hey, what else is new? For me, I wouldn't have it any other way. Well, let them laugh. Let them underestimate us. Because if there's one thing we know how to do, it's turned doubt into fuel. It's turned disrespect into determination. Being an A's fan isn't about chasing perfection. It's about embracing who we are as individuals, how we identify scrappy, passionate, and proud. We don't need pinstripes or $1 billion budgets to define us. Let the Yankees have their glitz and glamour. Let them have their corporate sheen and their Wall Street swagger. That's not who we are. And thank goodness for that. Because being an A's fan, it's special. It's unique. It's about more than just winning. It's about winning our way. It's about finding joy in the fight, pride in the struggle, and unity in knowing that we are part of something real, something authentic, something that can't be bought or manufactured. Are you ready to embrace this team with all its imperfections and all its potential? Are you ready to wear your green and gold with pride? Are you ready to remind the world what it means to be an A's fan? What it means to be you? Because I'm ready like never before. This season won't be easy. Nothing worth fighting for ever is. There will be challenges. There will be moments when it feels like the world is against us and it's just easier to flip to the other side. But there will also be moments that make your heart race and your voice roar. Moments where a rookie no one believed in hits a walk-off bomb. Moments where a pitcher they said wasn't good enough throws an absolute gem. That's what it means to be an A's fan. Finding magic in the unexpected, beauty in the struggle, and pride in wearing colors that represent more than just a team. They represent and mirror who you are and a way of life. So let them doubt us. Let them write us off. Because when the dust settles and the final out is made, it won't be their laughter echoing in the air. It will be ours. This episode is brought to you in part by Just Ingredients. When it comes to fueling your body, quality matters. That's why Just Ingredients is changing the game with clean, high-quality products designed to support better health and peak performance. Just Ingredients offers an NSF certified line of protein power, electrolytes, pre-workout, and creatine, all rigorously tested to ensure they are free from substances banned by major athletic organizations. Just Ingredients has also partnered with two-time MVP Bryce Harper, who trusts their NSF certified sports line to fuel his training and recovery. I love that Just Ingredients prioritizes wholesome, nourishing ingredients without the artificial junk. I mean, for real. I tried this for the first time just the other day and was beyond impressed at how refreshing it was and how energetic it made me feel. Whether you are recovering after a workout or need an energy boost, their grass-fed wheat protein and pre-workout deliver real results. Visit justingredients.us and use code LOCKEDONMLB for 20% off. And for more wellness tips, follow at just.ingredients on Instagram. This episode is also brought to you in part by Monarch Money. Ever check your bank account and wonder, where did all my money go? Between dining out, online shopping, and entertainment, it's easy to lose track. That's where Monarch Money comes in, your personal CFO, giving you full visibility and control over your finances. Monarch Money isn't just a budgeting app, it's a complete financial command center. You can track all your accounts, investments, and spending in one place. So you stop just managing your money and start building wealth. When I started using Monarch, I realized just how much I was spending on food delivery. Now I budget smarter and save more. Instead of juggling multiple apps, you can use Monarch to check your finances, track spending, and even plan long term goals. Managing money with your partner is smoother than ever. You can track shared and personal accounts, set goals, and stay on the same page without the stress. Take control of your finances with Monarch Money. Use code LOCKEDONMLB at monarchmoney.com for 50% off your first year. That's monarchmoney.com, code LOCKEDONMLB for half off your first year. The A's are storming into 2025 with something to prove, and their first victim is the always overhyped Seattle Mariners. While the baseball world keeps sleeping on the A's, they are about to wake everyone up by ruining Seattle's opening day and setting the tone for a season of dominance. The A's are coming out swinging at T-Mobile Park, and this isn't a friendly reunion. It's a declaration of war. Last season's showdown left no doubt, and the A's are underdogs turned juggernauts, turning doubters into believers overnight. Meanwhile, Seattle Mariners have been stuck in the almost there club, scrambling for scraps of postseason glory that just never materialize. At the heart of this spectacle is Luis Severino, the A's ace who reinvented himself from a hard-throwing injury worry into a cunning, pitch-by-pitch maestro. Severino's 2024 performance wasn't just a rebound, it was a masterclass in precision pitching as he posted a 3.91 ERA in 31 starts, striking out batters with a killer sweeper that left opponents grasping for answers. His evolution from pure power to strategic craftiness makes him the perfect weapons against a Mariners lineup that's more accustomed to easy pitches than facing a refined, razor-sharp mind on the mound. Seattle's answer on the mound? Logan Gilbert. May have racked up impressive innings last season, but his first opening day start is more of a hopeful debut than a battle-tested performance. Gilbert's consistency over 208 innings shows his durability, yet his 9-12 record reveals a glaring void. The killer instinct required for those big, high-pressure moments. As the lights shine down on T-Mobile Park, Gilbert will have to contend not just with the A's relentless offense, but with a home crowd that's fed up with mediocrity. The series isn't just a set of games, it's a clash of philosophies. The A's are a team built on savvy moves, creative strategies, and a chip on their shoulder that screams, "We were right all along." They've taken the hard road of developing talent without blowing the payroll. And every time they step on the field, they are proving that brilliance doesn't come with a billion-dollar price tag. On the other hand, the Mariners represent a nostalgia for past glories, clinging to outdated expectations while their modern rivals carve out a future filled with promise. The dynamics in the AL West have been dominated by Texas for too long. First, the Astros with their so-called dynasty, then the Rangers riding a one-time wave of success. But in 2025, the A's are determined to shatter that status quo, showing that innovation, grit, and a refusal to conform are the real hallmarks of greatness. The Mariners, despite their pregame hype and fleeting moments of brilliance, are about to learn that the baseball world isn't interested in second-rate performances when true excellence is on display. As the A's prepare to take the field at 7:10 p.m. on opening day, every swing of the bat and every pitch thrown will serve as a reminder that the estimated can and will rise. Expect the A's to dismantle Seattle's hopeful lineup with a blend of youthful energy and veteran savvy, turning the night into a showcase of why they are the team everyone's been sleeping on. This isn't just a game, it's a statement. Final prediction: A's win 5-2. Get ready for an opening night that proves the A's are here to disrupt, dominate, and dismantle the myths that have kept the baseball establishment blind to their brilliance. This episode is brought to you in part by FanDuel. March Madness is here, and FanDuel is giving you the chance to get in on the action like never before. Right now, new customers can get $200 in bonus bets when your first $5 bet wins. That's 200 extra bucks to use on everything from buzzer beaters to Cinderella stories, and even who's cutting down the nets. I've got my eye on a few underdogs this year, and FanDuel makes it easy to back them with spreads, totals, and game props. With tournament games happening almost every day, there's always something exciting to bet on. The FanDuel app is simple to use, and when I win, I get paid instantly. No waiting around. So visit FanDuel.com and get in on the college hoops action all tournament long. Imagine this. You are a kid. You've seen the NFL on TV, those big hits, the roaring crowds, the larger than life players, but you've never set foot in a stadium. For many kids, especially those from underprivileged families, that dream feels out of reach. But one man is changing that. His name is Josh Kamenite, and he's the founder of an incredible initiative called Raider Dad. Josh Kamenite started Raider Dad in 2022 with a simple but powerful mission to create experiences that inspire hope. He saw a need in his community, families who couldn't afford to attend Raider games, and decided to do something about it. Let's face it, going to an NFL game isn't cheap. The average ticket price for a family for a Raider game, a whopping $582. For many families, that's just not possible. But thanks to Josh and the Raider Dad initiative, 384 children have already had the chance to step inside Allegiant Stadium over the past 2 seasons. And let me tell you, it's not just about football, it's about creating core memories these kids will carry with them forever. So how does Raider Dad work? It all starts with community. Josh has built a network of Raider season ticket holders who donate their tickets instead of selling them. Think about that for a second. Fans who can easily make hundreds of dollars choose instead to give those tickets away to help create unforgettable experiences for the kids. But it doesn't stop there. Raider Dad isn't just about handing out tickets, it's about the full experience, tailgating, community bonding, and showing these kids what it feels like to be part of something bigger than themselves. Josh calls it creating core memories, and honestly, I can't think of a better way to describe it. These aren't just one-off moments. They are life-changing experiences that show kids what is possible when a community comes together. Let me paint you a picture. It's game day in Las Vegas. The sun is shining. The smell of barbecue fills the air. And outside Allegiant Stadium, there's a special tailgate happening. Families are laughing. Kids are running around in their Raider gear. And for many of them, this is their first ever NFL game. This is what Raider Dad is all about, bringing families together, giving kids a chance to dream big and showing them that they matter. Now, here's where it gets even more exciting. Raider Dad isn't stopping with just the Raiders. Over the past 2 years, some of these kids have also had the chance to see other professional teams like the Golden Knights and the Athletics. And looking ahead to 2028, Josh is planning to expand this initiative even further by partnering with the Athletics when they begin their new chapter in Las Vegas. And get this, there's even talk of bringing this same spirit of giving to Sacramento as well. And I'm not just talking about any ticket in the ballpark. 4 seats right behind the dish, row 1. Yeah, you heard me right. Right behind the dish, row 1. You talk about an experience. Imagine the ripple effect of this program spreading across multiple cities, touching even more lives. When I spoke with Josh about why he started Raider Dad, he said something that really stuck with me. Kids weren't having the same opportunity as my own kids, quote unquote. Think about that for a moment. As parents or mentors or just members of our communities, we all want the best for kids, but not every family has the means to make those dreams happen. That's where Josh saw an opportunity, not just to level the playing field, but to inspire hope in a way that goes beyond football. He also credits the Raider fan base for making all of this possible. He told me, quote unquote, none of this would be possible without a passionate, committed fan base like the Raiders. And honestly, he's right. This kind of initiative takes a village, or in this case, Raider Nation. So what's next for Raider Dad? Well, right now it's to spread the word of the program as the A's begin their season in Sacramento. And here's how you can help. If you're a Raiders fan or an A's fan, or even just someone who believes in giving back, you can donate tickets or nominate a child for the program by visiting vegasraiderdad.org. That's vegasraiderdad.org. It's easy to get involved, and trust me when I say this, your contribution can make a world of difference. Whether it's donating tickets or simply spreading the word about Raider Dad, every little bit helps create those core memories Josh is so passionate about. Before we wrap up today's show, I want to leave you with this thought. What if we all took a page out of Josh's playbook? What if we all looked for ways to create moments that matter, not just for our own families, but for others in our community? Raider Dad is proof that one person can make a difference, but it's also proof that when communities come together, magic happens. So whether you are in Las Vegas or in Sacramento or anywhere else in the world, ask yourself, how can I be part of something bigger? How can I help create core memories for someone who needs them most? If you are as inspired as I am by Josh in the Raider Dad Initiative, head over to vegasraiderdad.org to learn more or to get involved. Let's keep building those core memories, one ticket, one tailgate, one child at a time. Thank you for making Locked On A's your first listen today. For your second listen, check out Locked On Fantasy Baseball Podcast with hosts Dominic Martino and Matthew Onai. MLB fantasy draft season is here. Be the most informed fan and set yourself up for a league win. Find Locked On Fantasy on YouTube or wherever you listen to your podcasts.